Mid at home,
I'm
both of
going to
us.
do this now. I'm sure you guys will love it, but search purposes and everything like that. But
Ooh.
talking about silver linings and looking at Super Bowl
What are you
57
doing,
and
Hugo?
breaches, I think, hope for the future. Bengals are plus 1,200. They're fourth in terms of odds next year to win the Super Bowl behind the Chiefs, Bills, and the current champion Rams. What do you think the
40.
future is for both of these teams, and how likely, is it more likely that the Rams get back? Or are you betting on the Bengals probably?
Why is the 49ers on this list? They're fifth. So this is what I
Hey,
said on this is what I said on HQ. I think the Bengals are the better team to get back, and that's only because the Sean McVay rumors, which I don't think he's going anywhere, but that would be crazy. At 36, he pulled a Bill Cowher and took a year or two, or even a Sean Payton, I guess, is more applicable. But also the salary cap situation. Von Miller, his contract's up, and they don't have any draft picks, although Les Snead apparently doesn't care, and hats off to him for building that team the way he did. But I think
and we should point out that like all the draft picks they gave away, it was criticized, it was questioned. It doesn't matter because they won the Super Bowl.
No, that's right. That's the whole point, and that's fine. We've overvalued draft picks. I say that all the time, so it worked out for them. But I'm just going to go with the Bengals because they're younger. As Breach noted, $60 million in cap space. You can fill a whole bunch of needs. Maybe Zach Taylor is the one holding them back. We'll see, but I think they have a better chance of getting back there. That said, and Eric Casillas made this on this point on HQ. That conference has Patrick Mahomes.
See, that's what I was going to say. Is
Herbert.
Well,
Josh Allen.
And conversely,
Mason Rudolph.
The NFC might lose Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the same offseason.
Exactly.
I mean, if that happens, so you look at this list of teams to win the Super Bowl, and it's the Chiefs, Bills, Rams, Bengals, 49ers, Packers are at 15-1. And also, actually, throw that graphic back up that you just had there with the free agents, because I was going to point out that Matthew Stafford has 1 year left on his deal, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
And has basically said that they're going to work out an extension this offseason. And it's going to be sort of one of those no-brainer, I'm sticking around extensions. That leads me to believe that Sean McVay is not going anywhere. Like, you can't trade for Matthew Stafford and then walk away, especially when you're losing your offensive coordinator and Kevin O'Connell.
College coaches do that stuff all the time. Also, I don't know if it matters.
I don't mean like it's like disrespectful to Stafford. I just mean that it's like go win another one, bro. Like, what are you doing?
One more thing. Kevin O'Connell's leaving too, just the offense coordinator.
Yep, that's what I just said that.
And he's taken Wes Phillips, like a up and coming assistant with them. So some of that staff will be depleted.
Sony Michel, is a running back. You can replace him. Akers should be a lot better next year, fully removed from his Achilles. He didn't re-injure himself. Odell Beckham said that he wants to come back to LA no matter what. He would take a pay discount. He probably, I mean, I don't want to speculate that he suffered an ACL injury, but it would be pretty surprising given, I think that's probably the most likely outcome. So that's a big concern for him because, pretty unlikely if you suffer an ACL injury in the Super Bowl that you'll be ready for the start of the regular season.
Same knee too. So
same knee, not unheard of. If you lose Corbin Allen, that's a problem. And then Von Miller, Mike Garafolo of NFL Media reported on Sunday morning in the pregame stuff that Von Miller loves LA, has had a blast there, more than willing to come back, but is going to explore his options. And as we pointed out, he won the Super Bowl, has 2 rings. We pointed out before the Super Bowl, he could potentially, go somewhere and get a monster contract with somewhere like the Jaguars.
Nobody blame him.
Yeah, nobody would blame him. He's, it's whatever.
One more thing. Eric Weddle tore his pec, and he has confirmed that he is again retired.
Retiring.
Going to be crushed on the basketball
odds. And I mean, is the NFL about to go through this little
Don't say it. What are you about to say? Don't say lull.
No, not a lull. We've had some of the best playoffs we've ever seen. Just that, I think we're going to get back to a situation where, like, now that Tom Brady is gone.
Oh, you mean more?
It's wide open. Like the
parity.
Bengals at 12-1, I wouldn't bet on. I wouldn't even consider betting on. But you start to look at who are you betting on down below? The Cardinals at 25-1, the Pats at 25-1, the Broncos at 22.
Teams have won the past 2 Super Bowls played in their home stadium, so that would add up for the Cardinals next year, right?
Yeah, I just said that. Cliff Kingsbury, why don't you send Kyler a note so he knows that he's going to go to the Super Bowl if he quits his belly aching?
How crazy is it that we go 54 Super Bowls with no one winning one in their home stadium, and then we get back-to-back years with.
And Brady Quinn made this point in HQ. It's also probably more important than the Kyler Murray Arizona connection for the Super Bowl. This is great news for guys like Deshaun Watson, Russ Wilson, if they want to change teams, because you can go to a team and go to Super Bowl immediately if you go to the right place. So something else.
We have a lot of time to talk about this, but I know there's a recent push, among Eagles fan base and I think others to go for Russell Wilson because you don't have Tom Brady. Sean Payton's gone from the Saints. Aaron Rodgers could be gone from Green Bay. The NFC, a lot more wide open. We think we know the top 3-4 contenders in the AFC next year. NFC could be anyone.
Debo, we got to get Debo off this pod, man. He's just repeated two things that we both said. One thing that each of us said.
Well, he's talking Russ Wilson to the Eagles.
I know.
I'm talking Russ. Russ signed an Eagles hat at the Pro Bowl. People are buzzing.
Oh, are they?
Are you okay with that, Debo? You and pro Jalen Hurts forever.
Yeah, Russ is a goody good off the
field.
I'm rethinking, man.
He's having second thoughts about his girlfriend.
I like going for shout out to like you said. This is tackling on to a point that you just made, but the Rams went I'm all about going for it if you can get the win. My basketball team just did it. You're going all in. It may blow up in your face, but if you take that chance, that calculated risk, and you win the Super Bowl, it pays. All you need is one. All you need is one Super Bowl. The Rams haven't won in 20 plus years. Teams are still waiting to get their first one. Go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree completely. And you look at what the Rams did with their all-in stuff, Odell and Von Miller. I mean, it made a difference in the playoffs and down the stretch. That's a large part of the reason why they won. They won the Super Bowl.